Hey everybody, welcome to Mii Weekly, this time for May 28th, 2021. I'm Hero TJ, coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. We got all kinds of video game news this week, a handful of direct-style digital events, so we've got a very busy episode ahead of us. Let's jump right in. A new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate event begins today, and will run until the end of the month, and I thought the theme of this one was super cool, so I had to mention it here. There are many series commemorating their 35th anniversaries in 2021, including The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kid Icarus, Castlevania, and Dragon Quest. So this tournament will feature fighters, stages, and items from these series. While Dragon Quest has recently received a significant amount of 35th anniversary acknowledgement, we'll get into that shortly, and no doubt Nintendo has more planned for The Legend of Zelda, but it's rare when series like Metroid and Kid Icarus even get a mention. In fact, I can't even think of another time. So I just want to wish The Legend of Zelda, Castlevania, Dragon Quest, and especially Metroid and Kid Icarus a very happy 35th anniversary. Now for your friendly neighborhood Hyrule Warriors public service announcement. Last week I reported on the Guardian armor that you can only get by pre-ordering the expansion pack. Well, the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass is available for pre-order as of today. You can purchase the expansion pass for $19.99 on the Nintendo eShop, or if you haven't picked up the game, you can buy it bundled with the expansion pass for $79.98. And it's worth noting that even though the expansion pass comes in two parts, they are not available for individual purchase. The first pack, Pulse of the Ancients, releases in June. It offers an expanded roster, newly added weapon types, and challenging new enemies. You can also stop by the Royal Ancient Tech Lab to test yourself with new challenges. And the second pack, entitled Guardian of Remembrance, will bring new character vignettes, added stages, an expanded roster, and new battle skills for existing characters. I'm heading over to the eShop as we speak and proceeding to purchase post-haste. In case you were wondering, immediately after making my purchase, I received all the pre-order bonuses. I was definitely going to purchase the expansion pass anyway, so getting a little something extra never hurts. Looks like the Guardian style armor is becoming the quintessential DLC of choice, making its second appearance as a pre-order bonus, after already being featured as a pre-order bonus for Fighters Pass 2 of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I love Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and as long as they keep serving it out, I'll keep eating it up. Earlier this week, the Pokemon Company revealed the release dates for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, as well as Pokemon Legends Arceus. The Diamond and Pearl remakes will release later this year on November 19th, and Pokemon Legends Arceus is slated to release on January 28th of next year, which I'm pleased to say is much sooner than I expected. I don't see myself dipping back into Diamond or Pearl, but Legends is the first Pokemon game to stir some excitement in me in quite some time, so it's nice to know when I can look forward to getting my hands on it. Sega recently revealed a bevy of Sonic announcements in a digital event called Sonic Central. Between the announced games, cameos, animated shorts, and a new Netflix series, there'll be no shortage of Sonic content for the foreseeable future. While there were enough announcements to tantalize Sonic fans the world over, I want to focus in on a few of the game reveals. We got a look at a remaster of Sonic Colors, originally released in 2010, now dubbed Sonic Colors Ultimate, to be released on September 7th. This was a game I missed the first time around. The remaster looks great, Sonic is fast and all, but I'm probably not going to let this version pass me up a second time. In a One More Thing style reveal, a new mainline Sonic game from Team Sonic was teased and is scheduled for release in 2022. But what has me personally most pumped was the announcement of Sonic Origins, a collection of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, Sonic & Knuckles, and Sonic CD. Sega cited wanting to give players the opportunity to play these classic titles on modern consoles, and for a classic gamer like myself, all I can say is, yes please! We got treated to yet another Monster Hunter digital event. This time we got a deep dive into Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin, scheduled to release on July 9th, including more story information and a breakdown of some of the mechanical gameplay details. We also got a tour of the Monster Hunter Rise 3.0 update, which will feature new monsters, new missions, new downloadable content, and a new ending, presumably resolving the cliffhanger from the base version of the game. We also got a look at the roadmap for future updates and collaborations lasting throughout the summer. Monster Hunter Rise has already shipped over 7 million copies. It's a verifiable juggernaut. It's the first Monster Hunter game to get me to sink any serious time into it, so that's something. And version 3.0 is available now. In honor of Dragon Quest's 35th anniversary, fans of the series were treated to a 35th anniversary live stream. I tried to give it a watch, and while it was translated into English, it was really long. And full disclosure, the Dragon Quest series and these style of games never really appealed to me, so the direct didn't really hold my interest, but there were quite a bit of announcements that caught the attention of my Nintendo Wire colleagues. You can find a full breakdown at nintendowire.com, but I'll hit you with the Cliff Notes version right now. There were all kinds of game announcements, so strap in, here we go. First of all, there's going to be a Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake in the style of Octopath Traveler and Project Triangle Strategy. There's going to be a Dragon Quest free-to-play mobile game, an offline version of the online role-playing game Dragon Quest X. Dragon Quest Treasures was announced, a new RPG spin-off starring characters from Dragon Quest XI. And finally, the announcement of Dragon Quest XII The Flames of Fate. Dragon Quest has been a big deal in Japan for a long time. It may not be my style of game, but it's still pretty cool to see it slowly permeate throughout the West. Now playing! Alright, I don't imagine this is going to come as a surprise to anyone, but I have been playing an awful lot of Miitopia since its release 1 week ago. I gotta say, it majorly has its hooks in me. Honestly, I could go on about this game for hours, so I'm gonna do my best to be concise here. I've probably played something close to 30 hours. Actually, maybe it's like 40 or 50. Honestly, I don't know. Frankly, I've spent just about as much time messing around with the Mii Maker as I have actually playing the game. And really, that's half the fun. My kids and I spent the better part of yesterday doing our best to create a Donkey Kong Mii. And before I knew it, half the day had slipped away. Check out the finished version. Pretty cool, huh? Throughout my time with the game so far, I found myself repeatedly wondering why this game is such a delight. What is the source of the fun? The story, while not uninteresting, isn't particularly deep. The gameplay and the controls are quite simple and largely automated in actuality. There are some RPG components and some sim components, two styles of game that never really had much appeal to me. So why am I loving on this game so much? What magic formula did Nintendo create that has me so excited to play this game and keep playing this game? And then it dawned on me. My enjoyment doesn't stem from anything Nintendo put into the game. It's what I put into the game. Miitopia, in my opinion, lives and dies by what we bring to it. It's a character-driven game, which is weird to say when we're talking about a game comprised 100% on broad, non-specific characters. But that is actually its principal virtue. When we're talking about long games that require a big investment of time, it's critically important that the cast resonates with you. You need to become invested in the characters. The magic of Miitopia is that you're invested in the characters before you even start the game. You care about them because you chose them. The drama, the excitement, the humor, the suspense is all a result of how well you cast the game. And you can largely recast it if you don't like a decision you made, which I have done many times, although you should know you can't recast the protagonist or any of the party members. So I think I owe a huge debt of gratitude to the tremendous artists out there who contributed to my Miitopia quest by offering up these amazing Miis for me to add to my adventure. Honestly, these folks are the true heroes of my game. There's also a bunch of minor features that I find really enhancing my experience with the game. I really love the minimalistic controls. I love that I can fast forward at any time by simply depressing one of the shoulder buttons or the B button. Since the Joy-Con was first revealed, Nintendo failed to provide me with an adequate justification for the camera having a dedicated button on the left Joy-Con. In fact, up to this point, it's been more of a nuisance to me than anything. I hate accidentally snapping pictures when I don't mean to. But Miitopia is the first time I find myself actually using that feature and using it a lot. I am snapping pictures and recording video of hilarious exchanges between various characters all the time, constantly. The game provides you with a brief blurb about each individual character before you cast them, but as is often the case, you discover more about that character and what they do as the plot unfolds, and sometimes you may wish that you cast a different character in that role. And mercifully, the game provides you with the opportunity to recast those characters at any time throughout the entire game. There's also a theater mode where you can watch highlights from the key story points, and you can also watch every single battle from the time that you've started the game. I don't know if eventually this caps out or if it starts to cannibalize old videos if you get too many, but there's been many times that I've gone back to remind myself about certain story points or rewatch them with different characters in the roles, and that's been a blast. I always regretted never getting around to playing Miitopia for 3DS. Now I couldn't be more grateful for it, since I'm able to experience the game for the first time on a Nintendo Switch. I certainly realize this game is not for everyone, but there's a free demo, so there's no reason not to check it out. And small word of advice, take the time to cast the roles. Most of the humor and charm stems from the connection that you already share with each of these characters, be it fictional or people you know in real life. Also, if you have any questions about the amiibo functionality in Miitopia, earlier this week I released a video on the subject. Feel free to give that a watch. This edition's Spear of the Week comes from Clockman100. We're looking at number 943, King Hippo, from the Punch-Out series. King Hippo made his debut on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES, and he's most recently appeared as the King in my Miitopia adventure. But his most recent official appearance was Punch-Out for Wii, which is where this render comes from. In the red and orange trunks, hailing from Hippo Island, located somewhere in the South Pacific, and weighing in at, well, nobody really knows, boasting 18 wins and 9 losses. With 18 wins by way of knockout, please welcome the Minor Circuit Nintendo Wii video game champion, His Royal Majesty, the Colossal King Hippo! This distinguished member of boxing royalty breaks more than the mold. If you find yourself standing opposite him in the NES or Wii, he'll also break your face. The king can absorb everything Little Mac can throw at him. But unfortunately for him, he also has a rather doozy of an Achilles heel, or belly button as it were. If you manage to pop him where the X marks the spot, not only will he lose his shorts, but if you manage to do it enough times, he'll lose his balance and the fight. While his tremendous mass makes him a formidably heavy hitter, it also prevents him from being able to get back up once he's knocked down. Should you equip the King Hippo Spirit in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it increases your shield durability. Thanks to Clockman100 for the suggestion. If there's a particular spirit you'd like to see featured as the Spirit of the Week, leave your suggestion in the comment section below, and if yours is selected, you'll be recognized in the episode with an on-screen credit, just like my friend Clockman100. Now it's time to sound off! Since I can't stop playing or thinking about Miitopia, I'd like to spend a little more time talking about it, or rather give you a chance to talk about it, in the comments section. My question for you is, if you played Miitopia for the 3DS, are you replaying it on Switch? I personally don't have much means of comparison. I know that the Mii Maker has been dramatically expanded, and the addition of the horse has to be a notable upgrade. My Gallon Steed Turbo has been an integral part of my adventure, and for those of you who haven't played it on 3DS, did the Switch version manage to reel you in? I look forward to reading your thoughts in the comment section below. And that wraps up another edition of Mii Weekly. As always, thanks for joining me. I love spending this time with you every Friday. I look forward to next week when I get the chance to chat with you again. Until then, this is Hero TJ signing off. Thanks for playing.